Rick Riordan?
Oh. We stealing some lightning these days, are we?
Could be. I don't know.
We hanging out with some Egyptian gods?
Not anytime soon.
I don't
Maybe in
understand the reference.
We doing some Lovecraftian, or this is a Rick Riordan
I never read the series.
Themed books.
Not once.
Joe, this is where we go stand off to the side and play jacks or something.
I guess.
I don't even...
They're not bad. They're entertaining.
That's what I keep hearing. Not touching them.
Movies are garbage.
Well, on that account, I'm Joe.
I'm Ken.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Dan.
We're the Rewinders, rewinding movies from our childhood to see if they hold up. And this time, we all became Fletchers in the matter of one montage and made 100 arrows by watching the movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Did anyone not see this yet until this iteration?
I've never seen this, and
you are a liar.
I've never seen this movie. I've always held off on seeing it. I read into it later in life in my teens, where I'm like, should I watch this? Because I always stock it at shelves when I go to work, and it's like, no, I shouldn't watch this. But it has Alan Rickman. No, I shouldn't watch this. I just held off.
Well, you hit the nail on the head as to why I watched this movie, because someone said that the entire movie's garbage except for Alan Rickman, who is just acting the hell out of this movie.
Yep, which I actually had to dig into because so many reviews say that. It's just him chewing the scenery and having so much fun while everybody else is being serious and whatever else. And I looked into it. Alan Rickman thought that the first draft or whatever, the script that he received was crummy. So it was actually part of his negotiations to be in the movie that he was able to rewrite some of his dialogue and act his own way. So that's why his character is so on the nose, just like an amazing mustache twirling villain, because he's acting it that way. He's choosing to be that.
It's because of those changes that the movie goes from being kind of like a serious, gritty movie to being this slap dash slapstick bullshit.
Everyone else has this flowery language, and Alan Rickman just coming out there calling people nitwits and
I know,
just talking like a normal person. Compared to everyone else, it absolutely makes sense. That's what happened.
And the best part is apparently it tested so damn well with audiences. They resonated so well with Alan Rickman that the director, when he made his cut, had so much Alan Rickman in it that the producers actually got upset because they thought that they were spending too much time on the villain instead of giving time to Costner and everyone else. So I don't know. The story goes that while the director was away, the producers recut the film and cut a shit ton of Rickman scenes out and then put the focus back on Costner, which is why there's the extended edition of the Rickman cut, if you will, where they added all Rickman's scenes back in with the witch as well. And it's just, oh my God, it's so good.
How long is the Rickman cut?
I think that's the one I watched where it's 2.5 hours, because there's a lot of Rickman in this movie and I loved it.
That's what I watched, and that was just the regular cut.
I don't know. I guess there's another difference. I guess the Bryan Adams song plays in the credits on one and it doesn't on the other. I don't really know the difference between the cuts.
It's already too much that they put lines from the song in the movie as regular talking lines, and then play an orchestrated version of the song behind the lines.
I was going to say that. I'm like,
the
orchestrated versions caught me off guard. I'm just like, what the hell? But anyways, we're getting way too in the weeds already.
The director's cut has an extra 12 minutes of Alan Rickman.
12 minutes.
How can you not want an extra 12 minutes of Rickman? That just sounds like pure bliss. But anyway.
Because it's 2 hours and 12 minutes of awful.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of stuff you can cut from this movie to keep the Alan Rickman.
Yeah, I would trudge through any of that just to have 12 more minutes of Rickman in my life. I miss that man so much. All right, so anyways, that's my story about how I never saw it, and now I did.
Wow. The tangents are going to be real bad this episode, guys. Oh, man.
Ooh, yeah.
I
going right off those rails.
I don't remember watching this in its entirety. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure younger Dan would have given up, shut the movie off, and walked away and done literally anything else if he did have this. only because I was introduced to Robin Hood with the Disney film and then Men in Tights.
Same.
Which Men in Tights feels like a direct parody of.
I
It
think
is.
so.
It is. And
It came out
I
2
was
years
so
later.
damn excited. I was so damn excited watching this because of
I
that.
thought maybe it was the other way around.
Oh my God. Like, I don't know. It made me appreciate it so much more. And on the same front, it's just like watching this movie. I think that's one of the saving graces that actually made me happy watching the movie, is because while watching it, I'm just imagining Robin Hood Men in Tights, where we are in that movie, in this movie. But I get it. I get it out.
I've noticed that up until and I did not watch the Russell Crowe Robin Hood, but I did watch the Robin Hood that came out in 2017, 2018.
Yeah, now we have a new one on the horizon.
There's another one?
We did this
God.
again, everybody.
But did you watch the Robin Hood with Keira Knightley,
Oh, God.
There's a Robin Hood with Keira Knightley?
Princess of Thieves?
Oh.
We've been pretty good at having clairvoyance in this podcast about new movies coming out without actually confirming beforehand. We just somehow pick a movie to watch, and hey, there's a sequel of it coming out, or reboot. So yes, there's a Robin Hood coming out that's dark and gritty, starring Hugh Jackman.
A huge Jackman?
Wolverine?
Yeah, I saw a trailer before the Backrooms, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of amazing that we just chose to record this. Here
That's
we go
weird.
again.
Okay.
Nah, Joe's got his secret Robin Hood. He loves following up, like how some people like the Holy Grail, and some people the Robin Hood mythology is just Joe's
Oh,
bag.
it's my bag. I love Robin Hood. The whole folklore, legend, story, one of my favorite. I think it's because my parents, when I was born, they did one of those this is a book of you. It was a weird thing that parents did in the 90s. They did their son as Robin Hood, and I still have the book, and I think that's what started my love for Robin Hood.
Yeah, the Book of You, the best wood to make a bow out of.
You card.
For me, with this movie, I watched it when it came out. Didn't think much of it because I couldn't remember much that interpretation or opinion I had on it. It was just there. And then, I may have crossed paths with it once or twice. And then after it was not on cable anymore, because cable was still a thing, it just gone. I haven't seen it since. So this is my first time watching it since basically the same year, the next following year that it came out.
I was 2 when it came out.
So how did it age, Joe? No, we're not that far yet.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, I would have been 3 when this came out. Yeah.
91, I was 7,
Actually, wait.
probably. Hold on. Yeah. 6 or 7, depending on when it came out in the year.
Yeah, I was saving my stamina for Jurassic Park 2 years later, so I was not there for the Prince of Thieves.
Perhaps if they put a dinosaur in this movie.
I don't know if they could have afforded
It's all
to.
for the better, though, Andy. If you were any older, you would remember how much this Bryan Adams song played on the radio.
Even at my tiny little brain age, I still remember how much, because my mom never took Bryan Adams off the damn cassette player in the station wagon. I know. Between this and jumping between this and other 90s dance beats and whatnot, Bryan Adams stuck out pretty far. This Phil Collins.
If you ever want to see him, he plays in Lisbon all the damn time. Every time I'm over there, he's playing.
I saw him live 2 years ago, and it was a damn good concert. It was one of those concerts where I just went because the ticket was free and I was invited. And as you're sitting there, you're like, yeah, I think I know a Bryan Adams song. I love Summer of '69. You get there and you realize, wait, literally every single song that he's played, I know. Every single song is from a movie. Every single song's been on the radio. Literally every single song is a banger. Who the hell is this man? He's the cockiest bastard and he deserves it. That's exactly how I felt watching him. So, yeah. Yeah.
So to sum up this movie for people who haven't watched it, I will just work off the assumption that you know the basic Robin Hood story, and I'll only sprinkle the major portions that this movie touches on. The Crusades are going on, so the king is out of country, being an idiot, fighting wars that he can't
Idiot,
afford.
sir.
While back home,
King Richard is a man. He is the man. We don't know who the fuck he is till the end of the film.
I'm sure glad we're past that in real life.
it's a good surprise. It's a good surprise.
Holy
at the end of the
amazing
film.
surprise.
Of all the people that they could make in the
I nearly fell off my couch.
Right?
I know, I nearly fell off my damn couch. But anyway,
Wasn't he in the opening credits?
I didn't see it.
I didn't. I wasn't
I think
paying
they held it.
attention.
I
at
don't know.
that
And I'm
point.
not going to go back and check.
Nope.
I am not going to go back and check this.
And he's the second person in the film who did not do an accent.
Yes.
He didn't.
He
Just
just
showed up,
speaks.
put a crown on his head, and said, "Here you go. We're happy you're here."
He'd be like, you sound suspiciously like a captain of a Russian submarine, sir.
What did that come out later?
Yeah. Hunt for Red October was later.
We could do it. We could do a shift. It's not too.
Nope.
It's not too.
No, we
not
are
too late.
locked in.
We could do a
This is the summer of
You
Costner.
spoiled it, Ken. Spoiled it. No.
Spoiled
no.
nothing.
I can
Red,
beep.
Red
I'll
October
bleep
came out
it.
in 90. This came in 91.
Oh, damn.
What?
March 2nd,
We had
1990.
submarines before we had Robin Hoods? No way. Okay, that's amazing. Oh, yes. Okay, good.
So we got the king out of country. We got people in country that want to take power. This happens all the time in England when kings leave to make war because they usually overspend and underdeliver back home, and then people get pissed. So reality, part of story. And then that's about it for reality in this movie and how it relates to, and the Robin Hood character that you should know, guy steals from the rich to give to the poor. Okay, that's about it. Everything else, even the rob from the rich to give to the poor, is even a little bit suspect in this version.
Yeah, it is.
Everything's a little bit wild. There are witches that are stupid. There are sheriffs that are sheriffing, I guess.
For someone. I don't know. Yeah.
There's an amazing lack of blood in this movie.
There's a lot of red paint, though.
On occasion, yeah, there's some blood, but like overall, should have been way more. Anyway, it's one of those things, I describe it as time period that's more like the Merlin TV show.
Yes.
It's very much a whitewashed, everybody bathes and everyone does their laundry on a constant basis, but it's in medieval time.
And even
it's
when
like
he
that-
rubs crap all over himself, he's in pretty close, clean clothes.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
where the crap was. I saw him rub it. Where is it? Is it on the stick? Is it on him?
The best part is an extra that obviously was playing into the scene, but he just kind of looks over his shoulder like, why are you doing that? Picking up turds and rubbing them on yourself? Gross.
I like that there's steaming too.
The things people do to have some space.
Yeah.
Anyway, sheriff wants to take over, which
Happens.
seems unlikely because there would be a bunch of higher ranking people that would be more eager to do
No,
this.
never.
That would have money and funds and armies. But whatever.
He has a cousin.
The sheriff is going to take over.
He has a cousin named Guy.
Okay. And he's going to do it by forcing marriage onto the cousin of the king because that's direct lineage somehow.
Wibbly wobbly,
there's a whole
wishy
bunch
shit.
of wishy-washy, yeah. And then they kill the sheriff so he can't take over from the king.
What? When did that happen?
Man, the details are not even worth talking about. You can summarize this movie in like seconds because everything in between is nonsense
Useless.
or
It's absolutely
unnecessary.
Hey, a witch spits in a pan and it sizzles. That's not useless.
I fully enjoy the nail dragging because they do a
yes.
good sound effect
The sound
for that
effect,
nail
the Foley
dragging.
for that was great, and it was also just it felt and looked disgusting. It made me
Right
Shiver.
there of all of the audio in this film. That was good.
It was good.
There's some prime Foley and filler lines that are done so dumbly that the dough. I heard that and I cracked up because I'm like, did Homer just get punched? What just happened? And there's some Foley work that it's like they phoned it in or something because it was like clopping of shoes on stone,
Yes.
and I don't know what it was,
There's a scene,
but it sounded ridiculous.
And it's on mud and grass and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think the scene that stood out to me the most, and I'm glad you brought that up because I wonder if anybody noticed, was a scene with Maid Marian and the Sheriff Nottingham walking down a hallway, and it sounded and felt so out of a movie, like in real, like I'm trying to explain it. It's like it didn't feel like I was watching a movie. It felt like I was watching a couple of people talking in a back hallway of some place while there's something going on. Like it felt like some found footage, a recording of two people just kind of walking around talking versus it being a film. Because the way that their feet sounded, the way they're squeaking, as they're like, I'm like, are they wearing tennis shoes while they're walking around inside the stall?
The soles are rubber. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just the cinematography is what irks me the most about this movie. It can't decide if it wants to be a soap opera, that style of filming. It can't decide if it wants to be found footage, and it can't decide if it's just
someone's college
It has
project.
so many clashing. Yeah, it has so many clashing things, and you can tell through the entire movie that there is no stability, no stabilization of the camera. There's so many shots where it's like you can tell, oh, somebody's holding the camera, they're running up to it quick. Or they're running over
it's
here.
to show action, man. They did that on purpose.
It's so bad. I hated it.
It's less shaky cam than the fucking Lord of the Rings, man. I can
Lord of the
never
Rings
tell
still
what's going
looks
on
good.
in those battle sequences.
Oh my God.
And when you can tell what's going on in the battle sequence in Lord of the Rings, it looks like shit.
Yeah, well, I don't know
Shots
about this. I don't know about this movie.
Anyway, the good thing about this movie is it's long enough to do all the cinema. It can do whatever it wants. It's got so much time. It
so
can
much
live in the
time
found
that it
footage.
can-
And
Oh my
the-
God,
can
you're
be
right.
a gritty,
You're absolutely
dark
right.
retelling of Robin Hood, where what kicks everything off is Robin Hood has daddy issues because his dad got moitered.
Yeah, I just like to like highlight the tonal differences here. We've got
it goes back and
we've got-
forth. It's all over the
Yo,
place.
you have Costner and Morgan Freeman jumping over a wall and landing in hay bale, looking like a 1980s Dukes of Hazzard or A-Team cut, where it's just like, oh, that's silly, they made it, and then they run off and do their thing. Mixed with, you have the darkness of Alan Rickman getting his face sewn up, blood everywhere, talking about all kinds of crazy shit.
Use the small stitches.
Yeah, you have some like quasi-romance that's not filmed well, and it's just awkward for everyone. And it just keeps fluctuating between all these things. And there's just no semblance of any kind of tone that's actually sticking to the movie.
I do like that they have some continuity jokes. Like he gets that cut in his face, and then the statue later has
He's freaking
someone
out trying
has
to
drawn
run
on
it
there.
off.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He punches the guy in the face with the helmet on,
Mhm.
and every time that guy shows up later, the nose of his helmet's bent.
That was good. I love that.
They're making armor and swords in the castle, but apparently they're not making enough armor and swords for that poor man.
Guess not.
No. So interestingly, he at the beginning of the movie, like you said, the dad comes out and dies, right? And at the end of the movie, I believe Alan Rickman is fighting with his dad's sword.
Yeah.
When
Yep.
he went all out and made sure to get Spanish steel because it's stronger than it, and he just chops through a regular sword like it's no business. In that scene, I'm like, man, what kind of sword is that?
A good one.
It's a
Claymore.
good sword.
Gotta be real good. Definitely not an English sword.
No, when we've talked about these arrows, thanks to Joe, we've talked about how these arrows, these Fletchers did amazing work in the short amount of time they had. Then they made so many arrows that they didn't even need to worry about their defenses being, I'm going to shoot an arrow into the ground to alert people. Look at this waste arrows just thunk right into the ground. Oh, an arrow just sailed past me and landed in the ground. That means somebody's coming.
An arrow is never wasted unless it breaks.
So why does Costner keep
Because
splitting
somebody
his
can
own
pick up
damn
that-
arrows?
You
Why?
pick up that arrow and shoot it again. Mind you, it's a little bit dirt, so it's a little bit off kilter. You might cause infection in the person you hit. You're gonna have to be okay with that.
I feel like somebody somewhere saw Return of the Jedi and saw the speeder bike scenes and was like, oh my God, what if we did that with an arrow? You could be the arrow. They tried their best to make that a special effect. I hated it so much.
Oh, they did that in Wishbone. It was really cool. Remember the dog who told you stories?
Yeah, it was a great
Wishbone?
time.
Yeah.
It was a time to be alive.
Wishbone's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Well,
I
it's
keep
a
hearing that. I don't know.
documentary of it, I think. I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's
I
going to
am
be
too. I love-
100% nostalgia.
Same. I love me some Wishbone. One thing I actually did catch me way off guard, and I found so much joy in it. The very first time he's laying there, kissing that sand after he got out of that prison, he's on the beach of old England, the theme plays. And I'm like, I've heard this theme a million times. What the hell
The
is
theme
this?
in the opening credits.
Where is this from?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that it was like an earworm, and I instantly got upset. I'm like, why? Why do I know this? I've never seen this movie. I looked into it. Morgan Creek, the production company, they took that fucking theme song, and any children of the 90s here, when you have the Morgan Creek opening for movies and VHSs, it plays that theme as it does its little like windy thing, and then the logo for the movie. So that has been permanently baked into my mind, and it's from Robin Hood.
Really? That's
What the hell?
no.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I got it.
Yeah, that like da 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 da. That's from Robin Hood, but it's the Morgan Creek theme for their logo for movie.
Wild. I did say the same. Why does this, when they're doing the pan across the hand stitched historical thing at the very beginning, I'm like, why does this sound so similar or something? It's
Same.
something
That was the
that
first
I've
time I
heard
was like,
before,
I've heard this,
but I don't know where it's from.
Yeah, first time I was like, I've heard this. You're right. That's right. That was the first time my ears peaked, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I just ignored it. By the time we got to the beach scene, that was the second time they used it, and then I paused the movie to go see where the hell I'd heard it from. That's what it was.
That intro, I have no idea what was going on with it. I was sitting there being like, are they trying to tell the story of the Crusades with these tapestries, or are they just showing someone's craft fair project here?
There were some smiling people just drunk and stuff. I don't know. They just looked like people having a good time.
I'm sure there's some sort of story that they're trying to tell with that, but I was both not focused enough on what was going on and too focused on what was going on that I just couldn't make heads or tails of what was those tapestries were all about. There was somebody doing tapestries later in the movie, but you don't need an introductory credits to point that out.
Yeah. I know we've had movies that felt long that we've done here.
We've had
We're
movies
no-
that
we're
weren't
no
long
novices
that
to
we've
this.
made episodes that were quite long of.
Yes. We're not novices. We're not wee baby folk going into this. We know that we felt this way before. The difference is those movies were usually an hour and a half long and it felt like it was forever. But this, I have never in my entire life on this planet felt what I felt with this movie. I watched this movie. My first break to go get snacks, I paused it, thinking in my brain, without even thinking about it, like I didn't will myself to think about it. As I'm pausing, I'm just like, okay, I'm about halfway through. Click the button, and I'm 40 minutes in to a 2.5 hour movie.
2 hours and
That
15
much happened.
minutes. Don't give it the extra
Yes.
15.
Oh, no. If you add the Rickman cut, it's 2:30. But anyways, it's...
Maybe I did watch the Rickman cut because I swear mine was just shy of 2:30.
Yeah, mine was 2:30 from what the one I rented for the $5 I'll never get back. But yeah, it's I don't think I've ever encountered a movie that has felt that insanely. It was almost like an out of body experience when I paused and literally saw the 40 minutes on the screen, and I saw the tracking bar and the little itty bit that I'd chewed off, and I sat there stunned for several seconds, because my brain was trying to catch up to what I was seeing because it had felt like I had seen so much. You kind of judge a movie as you're watching it like, oh, there's probably this much time left. I felt like a whole damn movie went by in that 45 minutes.
The beginning of this
I'm almost over at about the same time thinking,
slow.
all right.
It's so slow. I don't know why they made the pacing like this, because then after that first fight scene, the movie goes, you know what? We're going to take our time telling this story to nope. We're just gonna go. It's action, and then there's some more story, and then it's action, and it's more action, and it's some more action, and then the movie ends.
Not good action either.
No.
It's okay.
They draw out the action.
Flaming cannonballs destroying the Ewok village. That's the kind of action we get.
And not even a log to drop on them. Yeah, I paused it. I didn't look at how much time had elapsed. I looked at how much time was left, and it said 2 hours. I was like, how? I better pause and take care of some stuff real quick before I continue this.
This isn't a light effort. I should probably make sure I'm settled in for the day. That's what it comes down to.
I broke it up over 2 days. I cut it right down the middle. Just before the battle with the Celts started, I stopped it, watched the second half.
Super smart. You're taking the VHS approach. Split it down the line like 2 VHSs in the collector's edition. Oh my God.
It really does make you appreciate movies like Field of Dreams that has a baseball diamond in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, Ken.
Now that's
yes,
crazy.
Robin Hood makes me appreciate Field of Dreams. I don't know. Like, I know you mentioned accents too. Holy, how do you even begin to start to talk about? I'm going to go out on a limb here and be on my own probably. I love Morgan Freeman. I hated him in this.
Oh, no. Absolutely did not like
hated him.
The Moorish whatever the hell they had him doing.
Yeah.
Delivering babies. That's what he was doing.
There's actors in this movie you could tell that were acting, and that drove me insane. And I hate that. I hate that so much. At no point did
it was
I feel
an
like
interesting choice for sure.
It was a very interesting choice.
And to what end was racism really required as part of your storyline?
It was the 90s.
And it was the 90s.
Needed its token black man.
It's a good idea. You show how ridiculous it can be, like how stupid racism is. But then they keep hammering it. And then, like, this guy's been living with these people for long enough for Alan Rickman's stitches to be taken out.
Long enough for them to build
and they still don't like the guy. They don't trust the
woods.
guy until he can deliver a baby.
Which that scene
they got to that point, I was like, man.
Yeah. No, the Friar is my least favorite character in the whole movie. His acting is abominable. I could not stand him.
The fourth wall break in the last 30 seconds of the film.
That too.
Why?
That too.
I think that's quintessential Robin Hood. He's so drunk he can get himself out of the movie. He's an interesting. I feel like he is presented in that movie like you take a popular comedian or a semi-popular comedian and put it into a movie and be like, here's our comedic role. And like it just feels like an inserted character.
See, and I loved him in The Naked Gun 3, I think it was. He played the professor in the wheelchair. I loved him in that, but yeah, in this movie, I feel like his character and his acting specifically, this movie stood out more than anyone else's to me, at least.
For me, I'll agree. I don't like the character. The acting is tied to the character, how it's written and stuff like that, I'm sure. But he also gets what I consider one of the better moments of the movie, which is the bishop.
Yes.
Is trying to escape at the end, and he's like, here's all the gold. You'll need this on your journey to pay Satan on your way to hell, and shove him out the window.
Excellent.
Great. It's a payoff for something that's been going on. You didn't like the friar at the beginning. You shouldn't have. And this is a part where he's paying it back, and he's changed his views and blah, 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 blah. So he grew.
Yeah.
I do like that, yeah.
It's
Character growth
probably
is fine,
one of the more... Yeah, it's probably one of the best points in the movie, and good lines.
That is true. That is probably one of the better scenes in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of gold, why is Robin Hood hoarding all the gold?
Like a dragon. He's a big old dragon.
It does remind me of my favorite Robin Hood style meme, where it's Robin Hood giving a bag of gold to a poor person. The poor person takes the gold and says, "Oh, thanks, Mr. Hood. I'm rich now." And then Robin gives him an evil side eye as if he's going to slay the guy.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that one. Yep.
There's multiple versions of that, but
That one.
the idea, it's very funny to me.
It is. Yeah, no, I grew up with Disney Robin Hood.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then Robin Hood Men in Tights. Watching Robin Hood and his merry men steal gold and then giving it to the poor people or giving it to the church or whatever. Just like, that's what I was used to.
There's a lot of poor people.
Yeah, this Ewok village with a gold room with them. This is like they're not how I imagine them to be in a live action version. They're pirates in the woods. They're literally pirates in the woods.
Yeah.
And Nottingham, the sheriff comes and burns his stationary pirate ship down. That's all this amounts to. It's a pirate battle in the woods. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's a really good explanation of what happened in this movie.
And I love how everything falls apart too. They bond. They learn that, Robin Hood's a great leader, and everybody comes together. They build this giant Ewok village. They all start doing things together. They all decide to band together as an affront to the sheriff's evil deeds. They're brothers. They're family. The second a sailing fire arrow goes through the trees, everyone save yourselves! They all run off in different directions. Women and children screaming. Everyone just pouring into the woods. Yeah, they were pretty quick to disband. I don't know.
And then reband and just pummel the Celts with arrows because they made 50,000 arrows.
Oh, God. Joe, you just
It's part
reminded
of
me.
the training, Joe.
You reminded me of my least favorite scene in the entire movie. Costner's arrow shots to save the child's life.
He missed.
First one, sure, maybe. Second one, he aims, he shoots, it sails slowly towards the child. We cut back to the child. He's not stationary. He's moving back and forth. And somehow the arrow pierces what's left of the rope. Even though the child's swinging back and forth wildly, trying not to choke to death. Saving his life. Snapping the rope in two.
It's perfect.
I'm okay with that because that's the fantasy.
The fantasy
Robin
of hitting a moving
Hood is
target.
known for his expert bow mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah, for stationary objects, he shoots his own arrows and splits them and shit, but a moving rope that requires like 50 to 60 feet to shoot. A moving rope.
I give
missed
that one
it
a
the first
pass.
What? No, he hit it the first time.
He
The first time he hits
grazed
it,
the
it
rope.
splits a little.
He grazed
Yeah,
it. He did
the
not
rope-
shave,
the rope-
did not
yeah,
save
it
that boy in the
splits.
first try.
No,
he
it
had to use
splits a
his
little bit,
last
so he has to
arrow
hit
to
it a
save
second
that
time.
kid.
Oh, like one of those games with the razors that you have to cut the rope to get your prize down. It's a good thing he wasn't using one of those things.
Yeah, right. He's patting his pants,
Now,
looking
Joey,
for
keep
corners.
on hammering home about these arrows. They have so many arrows, right? I listen to a lot of Behind the Bastards where they talk about bad people in history, and they talk a lot about cult dynamics. Let's talk about what happens here. Robin Hood comes, beats up their leader, says, "I'm going to lead you now." And then he forces them, because in a cult, you need to have something to make people very tired so they don't feel like they can get away. And so you have these people make 50,000 arrows. They can't sleep. They can't do anything but make arrows. I feel like maybe Robin Hood is making himself a cult.
But then you got to do the next step. You got to make them feel empowered being within the cult. So that's how he shows them how to steal all that gold.
Yeah.
And then tells them, we can't do this without
Yup.
you. We need you here.
And
fills
he
them up
doesn't
with all
give the
this-
gold away.
Yeah, he fills them up with all this false sense of humanity. We're gonna donate the gold. The gold's going to a good cause. No, it's just sitting in a fucking tree.
He's got an entire house of gold, but the best he can do for his servants is a loaf of bread.
Yep. Where has this ever played out in history? Okay. Yeah.
And then everything starts breaking down for them when the families all arrive, because then now they have people outside the cult, and that's what leads to everything breaking down, the pirate attack in the woods.
The classic cult dynamics. That's what I'm saying.
So what you're saying
Yep.
is a cult formed, and the only one smart enough from the very beginning was random Christian Slater inserted in movie. He's the one who right away is like, "You idiots! This is a cult. He's trying to take over. And nobody listens to Christian Slater. He gets an arrow in the hand and he runs off to lick his wounds, and that's it.
They're all like, nah, man, you're Judas. Get out of here, Judas.
30 silver for someone else, though, because Will comes back and drinks that Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I also like how he took an arrow straight to the hand and didn't in any way, shape, or form make any auditory reaction. That dude's either seen some shit or been through some shit, because he took an arrow to the hand, just looked at it in surprise and anger, and then walked away.
I would like to say shock.
Maybe shocked. He didn't seem so shocked.
Hard to say. He was walking away.
I did enjoy his river taunting. That made me smile. I wish I could go out into the woods and have a Christian Slater somewhere just taunting me from a shore bank.
Yeah. Honestly, I liked his character in this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did too.
he's solid.
I find it interesting, too, that you guys have brought up Lord of the Rings.
That was me.
As there were two characters to me that I saw as nothing but hobbits the whole time. And they even used the word Shire at one point. Bull was one of them, if you remember him. Very hobbit-like in this film. And the guy he would usually hang out with, I don't remember what that character's name was. Those two, super hobbity.
Super hobbity.
I heard the name Bull. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't associate the name Bull with anybody because there's always too many people around this person. I have no idea who they're talking to or about.
I don't know Bull. The only Bull I know is from Night Court. So I'm just gonna stick with that.
Very different.
Very different Bulls.
13 minutes in, got very emotionally manipulated by the movie.
Oh.
Because they used the Sycamore Gap tree as a location. And I immediately got super sad because that tree got destroyed. And then I just was sad.
Yep.
Such an iconic tree.
Was.
Luckily, it's sprouting.
It's sprouting.
Won't be a tree again in our lifetime.
Those two kids really should be just in prison.
They are.
Permanently.
The two people who did it were 36 and 38, and they are in jail for 5 years as of 2024.
Not good enough.
They should be
dropped in a well.
No, they should be in prison till the tree is back to full growth.
Jesus, that's 120 years.
Well, they won't make it either. They also damaged Hadrian's Wall.
They did. Yep.
There's so much wall in this movie. How much wall does England need? And they're not good walls.
No, they're terrible walls. Horses are constantly knocking them over.
Just stacked rocks. There's no structure to them.
You can't go much higher than waist high.
They're just meant to be markers between farmland to denote who owns what land. That's what those are for. And I'm pretty sure that scene was filmed in Ireland.
Nobody's farming the land.
I'm not going to lie. This was a hard one. Every single scene just brought me back to Robin Hood Men in Tights. And I laughed while watching this movie because I just imagined how they did it so much better. I love Blinken, the blind man. I love him going back to the Castle Locksley and it's being repossessed, rolled away, the foundations left. I love Little John more in that one, with the drowning joke of the stream being like a foot deep. I can't swim and he's just laying back splashing in it. So many good things. And then I get where they all came from now. So that is the only silver lining to me having watched this movie, is I appreciate the shit out of Robin Hood Men in Tights even more than I thought I could. So there's that. That's cool, I guess.
Good stuff.
Hooray.
Prince of Thieves gave us Men in Tights.
It did. It did.
Yep. And there hasn't really been a better one since.
No, we got Spaceballs 2 coming. We'll see how that goes.
It's not going to be a Robin Hood movie, though.
No, I mean, it could be if you close your eyes.
That's the ultimate parody.
Good. I mean, if it took Josh Gad writing the entire story and giving that,
yeah,
it might be good. We'll see. I mean, we won't know till 2027.
Rick Moranis' first role in decades.
He wouldn't come back for nothing.
Not even Ghostbusters. Like he refused to come back for anything. So the fact that he's come back for Spaceballs 2, that's pretty special.
I mean, we could be overhyping it. The movie could be trash. And it's not going to be able to live up to the hype that it's creating itself.
They figured out how to do themselves, producers.
Free time for Hitler in Germany.
Winter in Poland and France. God. So I don't know.
It's fun to hear about how you mentioned Alan Rickman's situation of how he agreed to do things.
Yeah.
And then must have seen rehearsals or something, because whenever they do his scenes, they slap a wide angle lens on that camera and shove it right in his face to give him that awkward look.
That manic look.
And it's very different from everything else in the film. But whenever it comes back to him, he's always like chin over, nose across. And he knows what he's doing. He's positioning his angles to be messed with by the lens, too. I mean, I assume, because he's super good. But yeah, I found that a lot of fun for his scenes.
For sure. And for those who weren't here in the pre-discussion, because you're not invited, it's our room. We talked about that, and I guess I've never seen the movie, but I've always seen reviews, and I've always heard that Alan Rickman steals the show. Everything kind of has that air of it's a piece of shit, but Alan Rickman chews the scenery and has so much fun. You can tell he's having a blast in the movie. And yeah, sure. I see it now. I guess the story goes that apparently Rickman thought that the script was crummy. And as part of the deal from being in it, he was able to rewrite his scenes and use his own dialogue for his character. So that's why it feels so awkwardly different on the scenes that he's in, because Rickman knows what he's in and what he's doing. So he's making the sheriff as crazy as he can. He's just this mustache twirling villain. It's amazing. And it tested so well with screen tests with audiences. And then the producers were nervous because they thought, well, we can't have this. Costner's the star, and it's taking away the focus on Robin Hood and the Merry Men. It's focusing on the villain now. So they didn't like that equal screen time. So apparently what happened, I don't know the specifics, but the director, while he was away, I guess the producers cut the film and cut a ton of Rickman scenes out to try to even out the focus. So that's why there's two different cuts. There's another cut that adds 12 additional minutes of Alan Rickman, which I see as no bad thing. But yeah, that's the difference. Alan Rickman is having a blast in this movie. You can tell. You can absolutely tell. Do you think John Little had fun?
Maybe.
He looked like he was having fun.
He didn't look like he was having fun up in that tree screaming to his wife, "I'll never leave," as the flames lick upon her branches.
As it turns out, he left. I mean, mind you, she came over too, so that's all good.
Yeah, Robin had saved the day.
I do appreciate how many fortunately placed barrels and bales of hay there are.
The hay is the big thing. The hay gave us our first and only F-bomb in the movie via Christian Slater. Well, fuck me. They made it. The catapult over the wall. There's just always hay somewhere for them to land in beautifully. Maybe that's where Assassin's Creed gets
super
it.
lucky that
Assassin's
was there
Creed?
because
There's always hay where you need it.
and not like hay bales, because that would still kill you. This is
Right?
the fluffiest hay known to man. God knows why they made it so fluffy. It's hard to transport that way.
I also love the catapult one with that scene, because as they plop down into it, you also have like chickens fly up out of it too. So there's just so much fun happening in that hay.
On the other hand, fairly early on in the movie, Kevin Costner's character has got to give a speech to rally the troops before he starts his brainwashing, as Ken put it. And it is the weakest speech. It's just like, you got to do this because he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
And you could tell that the actors were just waiting for it to be like, wait, is he done now? Are we supposed to be excited now?
Yeah.
Is this it right now? Oh yeah, that was great.
And then towards the end, we get another little speech from Azim, and I'm like, this one's actually better.
Yeah, Azim's speech was much better
than the earlier speech. It still isn't that great, but it was better. So it's like, we just need one more speech now, and then we'll be at the good. Okay, now we got a good speech.
Well, that'd be such a good
Just
parody
another
point,
nod
Joe.
to the fact that, like, the Moors were not savages, and all of England was just a bunch of savages at the time.
Yeah. Bunch of uncultured swines that don't even know what a telescope does and anything else.
Yeah.
Something about one man with the freedom to defend his country, defending his country is better than 10 hired mercenaries.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been tooling around some places on the mainland that the Moors settled back when they came through and did all their things. And they were not like just people coming marauding through. They set up like actual cities, did commerce, did exchange. They had a whole culture stuff coming through. It's just that same thing as all ages, racism, and tribalism, and we're not gonna let you do this. We're gonna do this. We're the good guys, not you.
Don't touch that baby. You're a demon.
Now, granted, they both did territorial invasions, so I mean, if you do enough search into like English history, they're all like from the ground up people not of culture. They are very much stab you in the back when you're not watching to take your power and get rich and let the peasants die.
Speaking of which, we're talking about crusades and going away for a while and fighting for your rights and your country. Who shows up at the end? King Richard.
The king.
The Beastie
King
Boys?
Richard shows up.
Oh, him.
And who is it? A wild Sean Connery appears
It'd be
in the greatest cameo. And I was
really funny.
I nearly fell off my couch.
Really funny if they didn't tell anybody who was going to be King Richard till they filmed the scene, and that's why
That was
everybody's
beautiful.
laughing.
That's one of those things back in the day that you could keep quiet until the movie dropped. And then, like, the movie drops and people are like, oh, you got to stay to the end of this movie. I know it's a long sit, but the end is absolutely worth it.
Yeah. Those were magical times when, the internet and everything didn't spoil everything. It's beautiful. You went to a movie to be shocked and entertained.
You got that slow roll of word of mouth that, like, everyone talking about the movie and how it was interesting how information traveled back then.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if we had internet in 91.
Oh, God.
I'm like,
Fine. The internet
It
existed.
existed.
Whether or not we had it, I didn't have
Yeah.
it.
My dad bought our first family computer that was able to connect to the internet back in 94. It was after Jurassic Park. So 94 or 95. I want to say maybe 95. I don't know. That was our first one at least. But I know it was out before then. But it's kind of funny because I think about this and it's like, as I said that, I don't think I've ever had anything spoiled for me, movie, video games, music, or anything like that, prior to release via the internet. Ironically, the only time I had a movie spoiled to me was via a physical person walking into the theater to go see a movie.
Ooh, that's bad.
You're walking in, they're coming out being very
I was walking into Force Awakens all excited. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Star Wars The Force Awakens. But I was walking into Force Awakens, and literally as I'm opening the door to walk in, the people are coming out, and I hear right away, yeah, I just don't like how they killed off Han Solo. Motherfuckers. And I walked into the movie knowing that right away. That was great.
and being primed with you're not going to like how that happens either.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was shocking.
Almost as shocking as Mandalorian
If you
and
didn't know
Grogu going
about
down
it.
70% in box office after 1 week.
That's shocking? I don't think so.
That's not shocking.
Did the rebellion, did they do some war crimes at the end of that film? I think they might have.
I wouldn't know.
I think they did.
Yeah, man.
I didn't
watched
see it.
little bit of The
I
Mandalorian.
watched season 2 and I loved 1 and 2, and then like everyone, season 3 was.
I still have to finish season 2 of Andor.
I still need to watch Andor.
And then
I
much
know.
like every fledgling
You need to.
relationship,
Yeah.
they say, what do we need to make this work? And they said, I know, Star Wars, baby.
Yeah.
It didn't save it.
No, what they're ignoring is that Luke Skywalker is the kingpin. Everybody wanted to see Luke post Jedi, and they ruined everything about that. the comics, the extended universe, all of it made everyone so happy for decades. He got married, he restarted the Jedi Order, everything fun. All of it to just be torn to pieces and let's kill off the original cast because screw it, and then not make anything interesting happen with the new cast whatsoever. Just...
And now Disney's ruining Admiral Thrawn.
I heard.
I don't even know what that means.
I heard.
Admiral
Next year,
Thrawn
tell me
was...
they screwed up Babu Frick.
He was the extended universe's probably best villain post the original series.
Mm-hmm.
And well written, well developed, really good. And now, like, they're trying to shoehorn him into things. And it's like, dude, what are you guys doing? Because it doesn't make sense whenever I hear about it.
It hurts to be a Star Wars fan these days. I like to blissfully imagine that the last 3 movies never happened. And The Mandalorian was a fun thing that happened on the side for a couple seasons. And that's where my brain stays.
I expected more from the Mandalorian and Grogu. It's a good standalone film. You don't have to have seen any of the TV series.
I think that's the problem, is what they're saying. I think the problem that they're saying and identifying is the fact that it feels like 3 episodes randomly pulled and stitched into a movie that hold no bearing on anything whatsoever. So as a fan, you don't need to see it because it doesn't hold anything important. But at the same point, for people who have never seen it, they'll be entertained. So why go see the movie? Oh, God, I hate this shit. Anyways, so what if
You got that Star Wars thing that you need filled? And it's like,
yeah,
why not?
got that Star Wars-sized hole that needs to be filled. Just like apparently there's a Robin Hood-sized hole that they keep coming back to. We've got a new one on the horizon with Hugh Jackman. I don't think any of us mentioned that we had seen the one with...
I haven't.
What's his name? Russell Crowe.
I have not seen that film.
There's a chance that it was on at some point, and I started watching. I was like, and walked away. But I don't think I've seen it.
Let's be honest. There's been a lot of Robin Hood. A lot.
There has.
Well, I mean, my favorite is the one that everyone keeps mentioning, the 1979 animated
so good
Disney movie, Robin Hood.
The one that we talked about right here on this very podcast.
Yeah.
It's
That's my favorite
Same.
Robin Hood.
Everything
Hands
about it's
down.
incredible. Oh, man.
It's so boring.
A snake blows a bubblegum bubble and flies around, or not a bubblegum, a bubble over its head and flies around using its tail as a propeller. What's boring about that?
With a great sound effect. It got... God, so good.
Robin Hood sucks the jewels off the king's fingers. I mean, come on. Anyways, that is the best in my opinion.
I did find myself during the action sequences towards the end of this film just thinking to myself, this was a major Hollywood film designed to be a summer movie. And the action from A Princess Bride puts this movie to shame, in my opinion.
Yes.
Princess Bride just kills it with their fight choreography and the meaning behind the fights, whether it's humorous or serious. This one is just like, all right, now we fight.
Yep.
They shoot a horse in the ass.
They do.
They shoot a horse.
Robin Hood also smacks a horse in the face with a sword. And the horse goes like this and the guy falls off. Yeah, they do shoot a horse in the ass.
Cool.
And then the horse is just magically healed. But it's apparently lame.
Well, yeah. I'm just looking, what did we even have in 91 that would be going toe-to-toe with Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing big, but there are some decent things. Like you got Cape Fear in 91, but that's probly not a huge financial box office draw.
Silence of the
What
Lambs.
About Bob was a good movie,
Terminator
but that's
2,
not one either.
Point Break.
Mobsters.
The Addams Family.
Okay, that's...
But that...
Adam's Family was pretty big.
I don't know if that was during the same,
Fried
time
green tomatoes.
Boys in the Hood.
Okay. Drop Dead Fred.
Drop Dead Fred.
Hot Shots.
There was a whole nother Robin Hood movie that dropped
You're
that
kidding me.
Barton Fink came out in 91.
I love Barton Fink. Oh, Heart of Darkness, that came out in 91. Dan, Fart the Movie came out in 1991. It's an hour and a half. It's called Fart the Movie. Okay, I'm taking a severe detour off the highway on this one. Russell has two passions, watching TV and farting. One evening, he goes to sleep in front of the TV, and it happens. Virtually everything on TV is fart-related, from sitcoms and commercials to newscasts and dramas.
So this is just Pink the movie?
Are we watching Fart the Movie at some point here? Is this happening?
I happened to be out of town that weekend. Sorry, you guys can watch it.
I'm out of town for Fart the Movie.
Yeah, 91 was not a great year for movie.
Rockadoodle.
Sure.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
Silence of the Lambs is probably the big one.
Beauty and the Beast too.
Oh, Ernest Scared Stupid. Hell yeah. And American Tail. Five Goes
So
West.
there's some okay
Never
ones.
mind.
But,
I take
but
it back.
like,
Great year for movies.
yeah, there's nothing like crazy, like have
And
to
My
rush
Girl.
to the theaters to see. So I feel like this would be like the biggest box office we have to go see Robin Hood.
Well, considering that's what they sold it on back then, how do you guys feel about it now?
It's 2 hours and 12 minutes that I am never going to get back.
$5 I'll never get
It's
back.
$5 that I'm never, I paid $3.99. I'm not getting that money back. I expected more. This movie has an amazing cast.
For what they had, they could have done so much more with this movie, but they tried to do so much with the movie that they forgot that they were making a movie.
Well said.
And to dial things back a little bit. And they dialed it back in the wrong way.
Yeah.
They should have made the Nottingham movie.
That's why we need the Rickman cut. Just give us the Rickman cut and everything's fine. I'd have a hard time telling anybody to watch this. I mean,
You want to watch
I
a
don't
Robin
know.
Hood
I
film?
wouldn't recommend
You have Prince of Thieves. Don't watch Men in Tights.
now go watch Men in Tights and laugh your ass off
Yeah.
for an hour and a half.
Actually, Men in Tights is this movie, but way better cut and way better acted and way better, not acted.
Oh, come on.
But-
It's curious. It's
The acting was fine in this movie, but Men in Tights did so much better with pacing and everything.
well,
If you don't
it
like
also has
Carrie Ellis,
Richard Lewis.
just go grab the Disney film. Go grab it. Put it in the VCR.
That too.
Watch that for the hour
That
and a
too.
half. Not even 90 minutes. Not even 90 minutes. How long is the
Yeah.
runtime for?
Probably
For that.
85 or something. 83 to 85, probably. Anyway, I agree. I think this is, it shot too high. And
They have bows.
Puns. Good. You
Kinda-
had it. 83 minutes is the runtime of the Disney's Robin Hood.
And Mel Brooks
Yeah.
is hour and 44 minutes. Save yourself almost an hour off of Prince of Thieves.
well, that was us thinking about saving an hour by watching Robin Hood Men in Tights instead. If you like what we do here chatting about some of these movies, stick around. We'll be doing it some more. Subscribe, click the thing that sends you notices, all that jazz. Because next time, we keep the season of Costner going with Waterworld. Glug glug. I don't know.
Glug glug, yeah.
indeed.
Dry Land's a myth.
We're going from the driest movie to the wettest movie.
I don't know. Robin Hood did lay
From the desert
in
to the ocean.
for a good 3 minutes in all of that
Yeah.
cotton.
And he did try to
And
drown
wool.
Little John.
If we were going from the driest movie, we should probably be going from Mad Max to Waterworld, and that'd make more sense canonically too, between the two.
Or that one movie with the rollerblades.
Rollerblades?
Rollerball?
Nope.
I can't remember the name of this
Oh.
movie.
Oh, no, Ken, I know exactly which one. Turbo Kid.
No.
No, not Turbo Kid. But Turbo Kid's amazing. Go watch Turbo Kid, everyone. Turbo Kid's a good movie.
Solar Babies.
Solar Babies?
What?
Yeah.
I'm good.
What? No.
Are you talking about?
Come back next time when we rewind again. No Solar Babies.
Solar Babies is a movie, and it's apocalyptic.
It
it's all
is a
sand,
movie.
and they all go around on rocket-powered
We
rollerblades.
can't. We can't. It's
I've not seen
Costner.
it. I've just heard of this movie.
Summer of Costner.
I thought we were just going with dry movies.